You've felt it before. That moment in a dream when you run your tongue across your teeth and something feels wrong. You press your finger to your mouth and a tooth comes loose, then another and another. You try to hold them in, but they keep falling. Some people spit them out like seeds. Some people watch them crumble to dust. Some people feel them dissolve right in the palm of their hand. And then you wake up, heart pounding, mouth dry, hands shaking. And the first thing you do is check your teeth because it felt so real, so unbelievably, disturbingly real. If this has happened to you, you are not alone. This is one of the most common dreams in the entire world. Across cultures, across countries, across languages, millions of people dream about their teeth falling out, and almost every single one of them wakes up asking the same question. What does it mean? Today, we're going to answer that question. Not with superstition, not with folklore, but with psychology. Because your brain is not trying to scare you. It's trying to tell you something. Why this dream is so universal. Before we talk about what the dream means, let's talk about why it exists at all. Why do millions of people across the world, people who have never met, who speak different languages, who live completely different lives, all share this exact same dream? The answer lies in how your brain works. Your brain, while you sleep, does not think in words. It thinks in symbols. And certain symbols are so deeply connected to human experience that they appear in almost every culture on Earth. Psychologist Carl Jung called these archetypes universal symbols that come from the deepest layer of the human mind. The teeth dream is one of them, because teeth are not just teeth. In real life, your teeth represent power, confidence, appearance, communication, and control. Think about it. When you smile at someone, your teeth are one of the first things they see. When you eat, your teeth give you the ability to survive. When you speak, your teeth shape the words that come out of your mouth. Teeth are connected to how you present yourself to the world. So when your brain creates a dream where you lose your teeth, it is using one of the most powerful symbols it has to send you a message. And that message is almost never about your teeth. The psychology behind the dream. Let's go deeper. In psychology, the most widely accepted explanation for teeth falling out dreams is that they represent anxiety. Specifically, anxiety about how others see you. This is called social anxiety in psychology, and it's far more common than most people realize. Here's how it works. During the day, you carry your worries with you. The meeting you have tomorrow. The person you need to impress. The mistake you made that you can't stop thinking about. The relationship that feels unstable. The decision you're afraid to make. During the day, your conscious mind manages these worries. It pushes them down. It keeps them quiet. It tells you, not now. You'll deal with this later. But at night, when your conscious mind goes quiet, your subconscious takes over. And it does not push things down. It brings them up in images, in symbols, in dreams. And one of the most powerful ways your subconscious expresses anxiety is through the image of losing your teeth. Because losing your teeth in the dream feels like losing control of how the world sees you. It feels like falling apart, like being exposed, like something important is slipping away. And you can't stop it. That feeling is not random. That feeling is your subconscious showing you something real, something that is happening in your waking life. What specific tooth dreams mean. Now let's get specific, Because not every tooth dream is the same, the details matter, and each variation carries a different message. Your teeth are crumbling. This is one of the most distressing versions of the dream. You're not losing full teeth. They're just falling apart, and piece by piece, like they're made of chalk or sand. In psychology, this dream is strongly connected to a feeling of helplessness. Something in your life is slowly deteriorating. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe it's a plan or a dream you had that is slowly falling apart, and you feel like there is nothing you can do about it. The crumbling teeth represent the feeling that no matter how hard you try to hold things together, they keep breaking down. If you've been having this dream, ask yourself, what part of my life feels like it's slowly falling apart? The answer might surprise you. You're spitting out teeth. In this version of the dream, you're not watching your teeth fall. You feel something in your mouth. You reach in, and you spit out a tooth. Sometimes one, sometimes many. In psychology, this dream is often connected to something you said or something you didn't say. Teeth are connected to speech, to words, to communication. When you spit out teeth in a dream, your subconscious might be telling you that you said something you regret, or that you are holding back words you need to say. There is something you need to communicate. Something you've been keeping inside, a truth you haven't spoken, a conversation you've been avoiding. Your mind is telling you, it's time to say what needs to be said. Someone else pulls out your teeth. This is a darker variation. In this dream, you're not losing your teeth on your own. Someone else is pulling them out. Sometimes it's a dentist, sometimes it's a stranger, sometimes it's someone you know. In psychology, this dream often represents a feeling of powerlessness in a relationship. Someone in your life has control over you. Maybe a boss, maybe a partner, maybe a family member, and you feel like that person is taking something from you. Your confidence, your voice, your sense of self. This dream is your subconscious saying, you are giving someone too much power over your life. Your teeth fall out and nobody notices. In this variation, your teeth are falling out. You're panicking, but the people around you don't react. They keep talking, keep laughing, like nothing is happening. This dream is connected to a deep fear of invisibility. The fear that nobody sees your struggle, nobody notices your pain, nobody cares about what you're going through. In psychology, this is linked to emotional loneliness. You may be surrounded by people, but feel completely alone, and your subconscious is expressing that loneliness through one of its most powerful symbols. You lose all your teeth at once, complete loss, all at once. No warning. This is the most extreme version of the dream, and it often represents the most extreme form of anxiety. In psychology, total tooth loss in a dream is connected to a fear of total loss of control. Something has happened, or you fear something will happen, that will completely change your life. A job, a relationship, a major decision, a health scare. Your subconscious is processing a fear that is so large, it can only express it through complete and total loss. What psychology really says now. Let's look at what modern psychology actually says about this dream. Researcher Calvin Hall studied over 10,000 dreams and found that tooth dreams were among the most frequently reported. Psychologist Sigmund Freud, in his famous work, The Interpretation of Dreams, connected tooth loss dreams to anxiety about loss of power, sexuality, and social status. More recent studies, including research published in the journal Dreaming in 2018, found that people who frequently dream about tooth loss report significantly higher levels of anxiety, teeth grinding during sleep, bruxism, general life dissatisfaction. Interestingly, the study also found that these dreams were more common during periods of major life transition. Starting a new job, ending a relationship, moving to a new place, facing an important decision. These are times when your sense of identity is shifting, when you're not quite sure who you are or how the world sees you, and your brain responds with the teeth dream, because losing your teeth feels exactly like losing your sense of self. Cultural meanings across the world. What's fascinating about this dream is that cultures around the world have been interpreting it for thousands of years. In ancient Greece, dreaming of losing teeth was considered a warning. Something bad was about to happen to someone close to you. In Chinese culture, tooth loss dreams were traditionally connected to lies. Either someone was lying to you, or you were lying to someone else. In Islamic dream interpretation, losing teeth represents financial loss or family trouble. The upper teeth represent male relatives. The lower teeth represent female relatives. In Native American traditions, tooth dreams were seen as messages from ancestors, a sign to pay attention to your roots, to remember where you came from. And in modern Western psychology, as we've discussed, the dream is most often connected to anxiety. What's remarkable is that across all these different cultures, one theme is consistent. Something is being lost. The question is simply, what? And the answer is always personal. How to decode your own dream. Now comes the most important part. How do you figure out what your dream means? Because the general interpretations we've discussed are just starting points. Your dream is personal. It comes from your life, your emotions, your fears. So here's a simple process to decode it. Step 1, remember the feeling, not just the image. When you woke up from the dream, what was the dominant emotion? Was it embarrassment, fear, sadness, helplessness, panic? That emotion is the key, because in psychology, the emotion in the dream is more important than the symbol itself. The teeth are the language. The emotion is the message. Step 2, ask yourself, what is happening in my life right now? Think about the past few weeks. Is there something you're anxious about? A relationship that feels unstable? A situation where you feel out of control, a moment where you felt embarrassed or exposed, a conversation you've been avoiding. The dream is almost always connected to something real. Step 3, look for the pattern. Is this a recurring dream? If you're having this dream repeatedly, your subconscious is not giving up. It keeps sending the same message because you haven't addressed what's beneath it. The dream will stop when you face what it's pointing to. Step 4, don't fear the dream. Listen to it. Most people wake up from this dream afraid, but the fear is misplaced. Your brain is not punishing you. It's not predicting something terrible. It's trying to help you. It's showing you something you need to see, something you've been ignoring. Listen to it. How to reduce these dreams if this dream is disturbing your sleep. Here are evidence-based strategies that can help. Strategy 1. Address the anxiety directly. Since tooth dreams are almost always connected to anxiety, the most effective solution is to reduce the underlying anxiety. This means identifying what is stressing you, writing it down, making a plan to address it. Your subconscious calms down. when your conscious mind takes action. Strategy 2. Journaling before sleep. Take 5 minutes before bed. Write down everything that's on your mind. Worries, fears, unresolved thoughts. When you transfer them to paper, your brain feels less need to process them during sleep. This alone can significantly reduce anxiety dreams. Strategy 3. Check for teeth grinding. Bruxism. Research shows a strong connection between tooth loss dreams and teeth grinding during sleep. If you wake up with jaw pain or headaches, you may be grinding your teeth. This physical sensation can actually trigger the tooth dream. See a dentist. Consider a night guard. Strategy 4. Build your sense of personal power. Since these dreams are connected to feelings of powerlessness, anything you do to feel more in control of your life will reduce their frequency. Exercise. Make a decision you've been postponing. Have a conversation you've been avoiding. Set a boundary with someone. Small acts of personal power send a message to your subconscious. I am in control. You don't need to send the alarm anymore. The deeper message. Here's what I want you to understand. The teeth dream is not a curse. It's not a bad omen. It's not something to fear. It is a signal, one of the most sophisticated signals your mind can produce. It means your subconscious is paying attention. It means you are sensitive enough to feel what's happening beneath the surface. It means your mind is working to protect you. Most people go through life never listening to their inner world. They ignore the signals. They push down the feelings. They distract themselves. But those signals don't disappear. They grow louder until eventually they show up in your dreams, in the image of teeth falling out. And when they do, the question you should ask is not, why is this happening to me? The question you should ask is, what is my mind trying to show me? Because the answer to that question might be the most important thing you hear all year. Your dreams are not random. They are not noise. They are not just the leftovers of a tired brain. They are messages sent from the deepest part of who you are, in a language made of symbols and feelings. And the teeth dream is one of the most powerful messages your mind can send. It's telling you something about anxiety, about control, about how you see yourself, about what you're afraid of losing. The next time you wake up from this dream, don't shake it off. Don't check your teeth and go back to sleep. Sit with it. Ask yourself, what was I feeling? What is happening in my life right now? What am I afraid of losing? Because inside those questions is the answer your mind has been trying to give you. And sometimes understanding the message is all it takes for the dream to stop, because your subconscious doesn't want to scare you. It just wants to be heard. If this video helped you understand your dream, subscribe to the channel, because this is what we do here. We take the mysteries of your mind and we explain them with psychology, with science, with honesty. There are many more dreams your mind is trying to interpret, and most people never understand them. But you can. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.